Hey, Ram fans, we have not had cause to do a player focus segment, but now we do. With all this shuffling at the running back position, I thought it made sense to do a player focus on who? On Myles Gaskin. Let's get to know this guy. Pretty talented running back, actually. And I think, hey, they got Zach Evans. I think he's going to be the first guy up this coming Sunday against the Steelers. But over the next couple weeks, I think Gaskin and Royce Freeman, maybe Darrell Henderson, I think he's more of a long shot, are going to make contributions. They're going to have to make contributions to this running game and in pass protection, especially. So let's learn a little bit about Myles Gaskin. I mean, I had heard the name bouncing around the league a little bit, but didn't know much about him. He was raised north of Seattle, attended O'Day High School outside of Seattle, rushed for 2,100 yards as a junior there, and as a senior, another 1,500 plus yards, 60 touchdowns over those 2 seasons. Also ran track. So he goes to the University of Washington, and he was the first true freshman in school history to rush for over 1,000 yards. MVP of the 2015 Heart of Dallas Bowl, hey, whatever the heck that is, rushed for 181 yards and 4 touchdowns in that game. Sophomore year, 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns, all Pac-12 first team. Junior year led the Pac-12 with 21 rushing touchdowns, 24 total. He had a game at Colorado where he rushed for over 200 yards. Became the first Pac-12 player in history with 4 1,000-yard rushing seasons. So he's pretty accomplished at the college level. Finished his Washington career with a school record 62 touchdowns. Second in Pac-12 history to who? None other than Royce Freeman, 5,300 yards rushing. Third career rushing yardage in the Pac-12 behind Royce Freeman. And remember Charles White, he's number 2, and Myles Gaskin, number 3, holds the school record for 100-yard rushing games, 26 of them. So his draft profile, 5'9", 205, I think he's listed a little bigger than that now. And what did they say about him? Said 2 things that stood out to me, and it could be why the Rams were interested in adding him. Also, the fact that he was with Kevin O'Connell in Minnesota, maybe they had some conversations with Coach O'Connell, the old Rams OC. But what did they say prior to the draft about him? Shows the courage to square up and take on much bigger pass rushers in pass protection, and that is something whoever's playing running back for the Rams is going to have to get that done, and he's also a capable pass catcher. So he is drafted by the Dolphins in the 7th round of the 2019 draft, the 234th pick overall. The last running back of 25 running backs selected, the last running back. Hard to believe as accomplished he was at the college level in a Power 5 conference nonetheless. Appeared in 7 games as a rookie, recorded 133 rushing yards and 1 rushing TD. In 2010, had his career best 95 yards from scrimmage in a win over Jacksonville. Had a couple other good games, but eventually fell out of favor there. Was released by Miami on March 16th of 2023. The Vikings picked him up, back and forth from the active roster to the practice squad, and then the Rams finally added him. In his career in the NFL, 361 carries for 1,300 yards, 3.8 average, 7 touchdowns, and 101 catches for 701 yards, and another 6 TDs. So Gaskin is, a very versatile running back. He obviously has some agility. I would call him a power back, but he gets to holes quickly as the tape shows. This is from his Husky days. And again, good in pass protection, good pass receiver. And if he can pick up this offense quick, which I think he can, I think he's going to get some snaps on Sunday against the Steelers. And if not, definitely by the time that Cowboy game rolls around, I'm not sure they're ready to give Zach Evans. Zach Evans would be the favorite to get most of the snaps, but I don't think he's the type of guy they're ready to give 25 snaps to, right? They're going to have to get some Royce Freeman in there and a little bit of Myles Gaskin. It's just a matter of how soon Gaskin gets those snaps. Freeman will probably have more of a value on special teams. Gaskin more of a just a second running back to give Zach Evans some breathers is what I'm thinking. But I like Myles Gaskin. He is a very talented running back. Had some chances in Miami and did okay. Not enough for Miami to really latch on to him. In that one season, he was actually their starter at the beginning of the season, but ended up splitting a lot of time with Duke Johnson. But they moved on from him. Now he gets a chance with the Rams back on the West Coast, as he said in the interview. Really happy to be in LA, and I think he's pumped and ready to go. Zach Evans and Myles Gaskin and a little bit of Royce Freeman. That's what I'm hoping to see. And I think these guys are talented. I think I'd much rather have Kyren Williams, but I don't think all hope is lost. And hey, maybe it just makes it a little more difficult for the Steelers to prepare for this offense. I'm sure they're happy to have Kyren Williams out as well. But hey, what are they dealing with Zach Evans back there and a little bit of Myles Gaskin? What's McVay and these running back coaches going to dream up? What's this offense going to look like? Probably going to be a little bit different. And I don't know what it's going to look like, and neither do the Steelers. So, hey, just trying to be optimistic here. Rams, Steelers, Sunday. I think we're going to see some Myles Gaskin.